Okay. All right, guys. So, welcome to our What is Coaching call. No matter who invited you, whether it was myself or a coach on the team, we hope that you're going to leave this call knowing a lot more about coaching, and we hope that it'll help you make the decision if coaching is the right thing for you. So, let me go ahead and go over what we're going to be covering tonight. What do coaches do? What do we have to offer our clients or customers? How can you launch your new business? How do we earn? And what are the travel opportunities? What type of training and resources does our team personally offer? And how can you get started? So we got a lot to cover tonight. I'm super excited. I'm going to try and run through this with you guys as quickly and efficiently as possible. But before I really get into that, I wanted to introduce myself. I'll be your host for tonight's webinar. My name is Danielle Lichtai. I'm the founder of Team On My Tone. So I always share with everybody that we are your founding team, but I have a lot of leaders within our organization that have rose up, created their own communities, created their own teams, branched off and started doing their own thing. But no matter what, you're still always going to be within our OMT umbrella, and we come together, we collaborate, we do things like webinars, trainings, and we really work together as a team. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about my story. I started coaching in 2014. At that time, I was 7 years into my dental hygiene profession. I actually left hygiene in 2016 to pursue coaching and become a full-time coach. That was almost 5 years ago. Between that time of starting and actually leaving, I had slowly began to cut my hours as my Beachbody pay was compensating me for being able to take that time away from my dental hygiene pay and the hours there at the office. It wasn't too long after that, I brought my husband home from his 13-year teaching career, and that was in 2018. So he has been home with me and the kids for almost 3 years now. And this is all we do, and we absolutely love it. We are so passionate about Beachbody and coaching and mentoring our coaches and our team. So I'm going to kind of share, a little bit about how I got started, because I think it was a big misconception that in 2014 I was looking for something to leave my job. And I oftentimes will hear people say, you know what, I'm really happy with my job. And for me, at that time, it's not that I was unhappy with my job, but I did not want to work more hours at my job. That was the biggest thing, because at that point, I was becoming bored in my profession. I was getting a little burnt out, and I really found myself to be in a rut. Now, when my firstborn, Reese, came along, I had cut down from 5 days a week and went to 4 days a week. Which was nice to be home with her during that time, to have that one extra day home, but it also created a very tight budget. Not that we couldn't pay our bills, but simply that we couldn't do the things that we really loved and enjoyed, which was travel and those entertainment things, going out to eat, going to big events and things like that. Our budget was a little bit too tight to continue living the same lifestyle we did pre-baby. And we also wanted to have our second child. At the time, I was really starting to contemplate, like, what if I'm going to have to go back and work that extra day and I'm no longer going to have that day home with the kids? And I did not want that. So I knew that I wanted to do something on the side of my full-time career that would produce and create some kind of supplement income, so I wasn't working more dental hygiene hours. That was not what I have wanted. And so my husband and I got brainstorming, and he's like, well, what are you into? Like, what are your hobbies? And the first thing he said was fitness. I've always loved fitness. And so I'm like, okay, well, what about being a fitness instructor or personal trainer? Well, I had a lot of friends that were fitness instructors and personal trainers, and I knew that they didn't get compensated very well for their time. I knew that they were working nights and weekends, and I was not interested in doing that. I already had a full-time job. I wanted to be home with my family. So I ruled that one out. I started thinking about nutrition. It was something I was kind of getting into, and I thought, how cool would it be to make meal plans for people and kind of like be a nutritionist, do something like that. Of course, I was totally clueless. I went back to school, and I wasn't wanting to do college all over again. So we even joked about doing a food truck. which seemed like a really cool ideal, but a really big investment that we were not ready for. So thankfully at that time I was scrolling social media and I came across a dental hygiene colleague of mine. We worked for the same corporation, not in the exact same office, but we worked for the same corporation, so we were friends on social media. She was also a dental hygienist, and her now husband is a pediatric dentist, and they were both posting about this business opportunity they were doing with fitness. They had partnered with a company, which is Beachbody. And so I started to watch for about 6 months. I started to see them post about traveling. They started posting about their fitness programs they were doing and the groups they were running. They were posting about being able to create a supplement income. And I thought, man, that looks really cool. So as I was a fly on the wall of her social media page for about 6 months, she finally did this post that was just like, there's your sign, Danielle. It was like my aha moment that I needed to reach out to her and see what this was all about, what she was doing, because I was really interested after watching for so long. And so I talked to her, and that very night I ended up signing up to be a coach, being totally clueless. I just knew that I was passionate about health and fitness, and I knew that it looked like fun and it could be a way to create a supplement income. So I just want to say, if you're coming into this being somebody that's not as familiar with Beachbody, which is the company that we partner with, where we're able to actually offer our clients and our customers a solution for their health and fitness journey, I was totally clueless too. So I was starting at square one, but I did research the company and I really liked what their mission was, which was leading with fitness and simple nutrition. And that is what it takes in order to get healthy. There's no fad diets, there's no gimmicks with Beachbody, and I really was attracted by that. Okay, so now that you know a little bit about my story and how I got started, I want to share with you guys what is coaching. So first of all, as a coach, we're not fitness professionals. We're not nutritionists. Beachbody thankfully has those professionals for us. That is something that we don't have to worry about. Actually, all we are doing is leading by example by using their programs and products, right? And we are becoming more accountable to our own goals. We're getting healthier, and we are sharing that on social media in order to inspire others to get started, right? So no matter where you're at in your journey, whether you know a lot about fitness and nutrition or you know nothing about fitness and nutrition, the important part is you're sharing what you're learning, right? You're giving value to people, and you're helping them to see that getting healthy and getting fit is not as hard as everybody makes it out to be. So they become very inspired and encouraged by you. We also create support and accountability groups. I think that this is honestly what really sets us apart. The fact that we are able through Beachbody to run these incredible groups through what we call the BOD app. It's Beachbody On Demand app. You can get in the App Store. They now have this really neat feature called groups. So we call those BOD groups. So you are able to actually take and create an accountability and support group with your clients and customers through the Beachbody On Demand app and into the group setting. Now, in the very beginning, you're going to find that you are going to join your sponsor along with your customers, okay? That way, while you're really trying to understand what coaching is all about, you're trying to learn it, you're getting your own feet wet within your own health and fitness journey, you're starting to share on social media, and you're doing all of those things, you're able to lean in on your sponsor, and you're able to join their group, and you would co-host it with them. That's what we call that, where you go in and you participate and you engage with the members, and you can also add in your own customers. Now, maybe you're somebody who's joined and you're super confident, and you're like, you know what, as soon as I join, I'm gonna be ready to do my own group. And that's awesome, because that's an option too. And all the content that we place in these groups, which are daily posts, inspirational posts, weekly meal plans, fun things like Spirit Week. If anybody follows my social media, I'm talking about Spirit Week actually this week. And all of those things are put together in a Google Drive, and they're given to you so you can create these awesome, amazing groups too. And I feel like I said earlier, what really sets us apart is not only do we have these support and accountability groups, but we offer a service. We don't just sell you something and say, okay, peace out, hope that works. let me know if you want to buy something again. No, you purchase through us, and then you run alongside us in your own journey too. Okay, so what's really neat with the newer coaches is they're getting started and they have people joining them, maybe their best friend or their sister. It feels more like you are accountability partners with that person than you are coaching them, right? Because you're learning it together, which makes it really a lot of fun. But I think what is really the best part about Beachbody is that we aren't just a salesperson. We are actually impacting and changing your life through sharing our own personal journey. And we are inspiring and encouraging you to get started. And then we're creating and giving you a solution through fitness and nutrition. And then we're putting you in a support and accountability group, and we're seeing you through. We offer you an amazing service. Now, to kind of talk about what do we offer, let me get into the specifics of that. So we have an online fitness streaming system called Beachbody On Demand. If you guys didn't know, we are one of the top in at-home fitness. P90X has been around since like 2018. Guys, we are a 20-plus-year-old company. We are not going anywhere. We are solid in the ground, and we continue to be more innovative every year. Every year we're coming out with something brand new. In 2017, Beachbody was one of the first to actually start to create a digital platform for fitness. So that's how innovative we are. We were like one of the first at it. Beachbody had seen that there was starting to become a shift in the fitness industry, and DVDs is something that we're all starting to get away from, right? Like, how many people have Netflix or Hulu or Prime Video, right? So now you got the BOD app, and you're able to stream your fitness workouts from home. I am telling you, this is where the future of fitness is at. And if this last year has not shown that to be so true, then I don't know what does. But we have 1,400 plus workouts from beginner, intermediate, advanced. So we literally have something for everybody. We have HIIT workouts, lifting, CrossFit style workouts, yoga, bar, step aerobics, kids and family, pre and postnatal, and we even have a running program. And every quarter we create a new program. So we literally have like 4 new fitness programs a year. It's awesome. You never get bored. There's always something new. I love it. And then our nutrition programs. So we have nutrition programs and clean nutritional supplements. So we have 2 incredible nutritional programs called Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset. So Ultimate Portion Fix is a nutritional program that is more structured for people who thrive on structure. It's a balanced, clean eating plan that teaches you how to eat within your food groups, and it teaches you how much you should be eating in each food group every day. This transformed my life, guys. Like, I was at such a plateau when I first started coaching. I just thought my body wasn't going to change, and I was happy with where I was at too. But once I started this eating plan, I started to lean out, and I finally started to get past that plateau because I was learning I was overeating certain food groups, carbs, healthy fats, and I was undereating certain food groups, which is our veggies. And veggies give you life. They make you more energized. So that was something that I learned a lot from that eating plan. We also have an eating plan called To Be Mindset. To Be Mindset is more about intuitive eating. It's more about utilizing strategies in order to reach your goals. And it's more about mindful eating. So in other words, we have 2 incredible nutrition plans for you to help your customers and clients and really hand select which one is the best fit for them. Okay, we also have our clean nutritional supplements. We have an array of supplements. I'm not going to go through them all because we would be here for a while, but I'm going to talk about our 3 most popular supplements that you find in a lot of our package deals, which is Shakeology, Recover, and Energize. So Shakeology is our nutritional powder, and I call it nutritional powder because yes, it can be made as a shake, but I often mix mine in oatmeal. I mix it in yogurt. I mix it with melted coconut oil to make Reese cups. I make energy balls out of it. But it's a nutritional powder. It does have a good high source of protein, but it is not a protein drink. It is something that aids in your digestive system, your gut health. It has pre and probiotics in it. It has over 70 superfoods, and it helps it helps decrease your cravings, which is going to also help aid in weight loss. Okay. So when you're feeling more nourished, full, and satisfied, you're less hungry. So not only does it have the nutritional benefit, like this is something we even give our kids, we've got to approve from our pediatrician to do that, but it gives such a huge nutritional benefit, but it also is going to help in your weight loss journey too, if that is a goal of yours, okay? We also have Recover and Energize. Recover is our muscle recover that helps with muscle soreness. It has the BCAAs in it, which helps with muscle soreness and muscle repair. Really great for anybody starting a new workout program. It's meant to be taken after 30 minutes after your workout. We have Energize. Energize is our clean plant-based pre-workout. It is caffeinated with green tea, so we do not use synthetic, artificial, anything in our supplements. I am like a huge ingredient nerd over here. We don't use any chemical fillers, artificial, sucralose, any of that stuff in our products, okay? Energize is actually caffeinated with green tea. So a lot of pre-workouts I find use a heavy amount of synthetic caffeine. Ours does not. It's 100 milligrams, which is the same amount as a cup of coffee. And it does give you a boost of energy before your workout. But my favorite part is during your workout, it actually decreases the onset of muscle fatigue. So that lactic acid that builds up in your body when you feel like you just can't go any further, right? You're doing those squats and those lunges and you're like, I can't do it anymore. That helps to decrease the lactic acid buildup so you can go longer, go harder, and burn more calories. So those are our top 3 supplements. They're the ones that I use the most consistently. Okay, so support groups. I already briefly mentioned these earlier, but that is another big thing that we offer that really sets us apart. And we can even do them off of social media. I've actually transferred, I used to do groups over on Facebook, and me personally, I've transferred all my groups off of Facebook. They're all now all on the BOD app because this is a great opportunity for our clients to be more focused on themselves and their goals without maybe the negativity that we often find on social media. But they're gonna be able to track their progress, their workouts, their supplements, their water intake, and their nutrition. All right, so how do you launch your business? Well, first of all, you're gonna be starting with your own journey, right? You're gonna start working on you first. So maybe you're gonna find that you pick your fitness program you wanna follow, start to go through the nutritional content that are in our programs. They're really short, like 5-minute videos, most of them. And a lot of times coaches find they want to binge watch them because they're learning so much. They're very engaging and interesting. But then you're going to begin sharing. So as you start to learn more about Beachbody, about our programs and products, you don't have to know it all to start sharing. You simply have to be able to be open enough to tell people what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what you're learning, okay? And you do that through sharing on your post, your stories, or within your conversations, okay? So you're gonna share your journey, and your experiences that you're going through on social media. And then you're gonna start extending an invitation to others to join you, right? Like, who doesn't want more accountability partners, more people to do this with them? And you're again gonna be able to do that through your posts, your stories, and your conversation. And that's something that as you go through our new coach training, as you start to work with your mentor, you're going to be able to get their advice and their help on what you should be posting, how you should be sharing, how you should put it out there. We actually do a new coach call, which is going to be on Monday, and we'll be talking about those things then too, okay? So you begin to create your own small circle of accountability partners, and you have them join with you, right? So if you're in a group with your sponsor, guess what? Your customers get to come into that group with you too. You get to support them together. Or maybe you're somebody who's ready to lead the way and start your own group. Again, I already shared with you guys earlier, the resources are handed down to you if you feel like you're ready to move forward and do that. You can go as fast or slow as you want. You're not gonna find us pushing you. We wanna meet you where you're at and what your goal is, right? So if your goal is to achieve big things, then yeah, we're gonna coach you through that. We're gonna mentor you through that. But if your goal isn't to do big things, and maybe you're like, hey, this coaching thing sounds awesome, but I really want to focus on myself before I go further, then that's where we're going to meet you at. We're going to help you focus on yourself. Your mentor is here to guide you and help take off the workload while you go through training and you start to gain experiences. That's another reason I encourage coaches to join with their sponsor in their first group, because that way it gives you the opportunity to start to get more familiar with Beachbody, with the programs, with the products, going through the training, starting to put it out there and start to share a little bit more without the stress of trying to open a group and schedule the content and all of that. It's just nice to be able to lean in on your sponsor during that time when everything's fresh and new. Okay, so how do we earn? I'm gonna go through first the retail side. And honestly, guys, this is where you're gonna find most of your income coming from in the very beginning. It's really simple to understand this part too, so let me go ahead and share that with you. With our BOD memberships, anybody who gets a BOD membership, we have a 12-month, a 6-month, and a quarterly. Our 12-month, if somebody gets a 12-month BOD membership, you get a $40 commission. If somebody gets an annual membership, you get a $24 commission. I actually think the semi-annual and quarterly commissions are going up a little bit. I just don't have the numbers right now. But it's around about, semi-annual is about $24 and the quarterly membership is about a $15 commission, okay? If somebody gets a challenge pack or a completion pack, so challenge packs include everything. It includes Beachbody On Demand, it includes digital access to both of our nutritional programs, and it includes the supplements. That is what most of our customers, like 99.9% are getting, because it's the best deal, right? And most people need more, need help in more than just fitness. They really need help in that nutritional area. And then completion pack is for people who already have an existing BOD membership, but maybe they need the nutritional part and the supplements, okay? So for example, our packs start about $140, you get a $40 commission. We have a $160 pack, it's $50, $180 pack, it's $60, and it goes up and up and up. We have a $200 pack, it's $75. We have a $265 pack, I think the commission on that's $90. So you can see, the higher the package, the higher the commission is on that. You get about 32% back on each package, okay? And then anything else that you sell in our product catalog, maybe it's collagen, maybe it's our snack bars, our beach bars, maybe it's creatine, or it's our electrolyte replacer hydrate, you'll get a 25% commission off all of those products, okay? All right, so I am going to do my best to explain the more intricate part of our compensation plan, which is when you start to grow and build your team, all right? So I like to call this franchising, because you are only one person and you can only do so much. So your goal is to bring people on board in order to help your community and your team grow so you guys can help more people, right? Bring in more accountability partners, change more people's lives. And in order to franchise yourself, you also have to create duplication. You have to be able to help them achieve what you have achieved. Now, don't worry if you're like, oh, I'm a brand new coach, like I won't be ready for that. Okay, we work together as a team. The team training is something that is for everybody. And then your mentor, your sponsor, is going to be helping you with this too. So don't be scared of that. It's actually really fun to learn the business with your friend. I will tell you, though my coach started before me, her and I were both towards the beginning of our coaching journey, and we had a lot of fun learning this business together and running with it together, and being clueless together and figuring it out together. So as you begin to create duplication, so as you build your team, aka franchise yourself, and you help them to duplicate your own personal success, you will begin to tap into a larger bonus system that becomes more consistent as you build your team. And this is where the income growth really happens. So I'm going to explain to you 4 types of bonuses that happen when you are team building, okay? The first bonus is team cycle bonus, all right? This is what we call volume, which is when a product is being bought or sold through a coach. Your team can be cashed out each week in order to create a team cycle bonus. So let me see if I can kind of make that a little more clear. As your coach that you have brought on board buys product or sells products. So they have some people join along with them, maybe their mom, their best friend, somebody they met on social media, ends up getting one of those package deals I talked about earlier, then that equates to a volume. And when that volume turns out to be a ratio of a certain amount, then you will capitalize on that and earn a team cycle bonus, okay? Really intricate part of the compensation plan that you don't really start to understand as it happens. And as you grow your team, it starts to happen quite frequently. It can actually happen every single week, and you can earn multiple team cycle bonuses, okay? Your matching bonus is when your coaches start to earn the team cycle bonus, okay? Each week, you're also compensated for helping them achieve earning that bonus system. So when your coaches are brought on board and you help duplicate success, and they begin to bring people on board with them too, right? They start to have more people joining your support and accountability groups by purchasing one of the package deals, and then they start to earn team cycle bonus. Beachbody will compensate you for leading them and for mentoring them, and they say, okay, because you were able to help them earn the team cycle bonus, we're gonna give you 5 to 10% of whatever bonus they earned. Doesn't mean that 5 to 10% comes from your coach. It means Beachbody actually is giving you a 5 to 10%, okay? And that 5 to 10% just depends on what your rank is. If you're a Ruby coach, which we won't get into that right now, but it's 5%, and if you're a Diamond coach, it's 10%. So if your coach got a $100 team cycle bonus, you get 10 bucks, okay? We also have a Fast Start Plus bonus. This bonus is achieved as your team grows. This is a $100 bonus that can be given multiple times during a 5-week period if you're actively welcoming new coaches to your team, which is something that you're going to be doing anyways. Then we also have rank bonuses. So let me kind of explain. These are called Star Diamond rank bonuses. They happen each quarter. And so whenever one of your coaches that you brought on board start to build and grow their team, and they have at least 12 coaches underneath of them, then they hit what we call diamond, okay? You then become a 1-star diamond. And what that means is that you've sponsored one person that has started to really grow and build their team, okay? Anytime that you sponsor 2, so you become a 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, or 15-star, there is a bonus pool, and it will happen each quarter, and the bonus pool ranges between $700 to over $50,000, okay? Not joking. It is amazing. Of course, that range is very big because that depends how many leaders you have been able to create and duplicate within your organization, okay? All right. I promise, as you start to build and grow your team, this is something that we talk about a lot more and you begin to understand a lot better. But I wanted to go through it. So I wanted to also share with you guys what my Beachbody business progression looks like year to year and what I was able to achieve, so that way you guys can get a good understanding. Now, I also want to put an income disclaimer on this, saying that it is all up to your skill, efforts, and the time you're willing to put into this, okay? Not everybody's outcome is going to look like this. It depends how hard you're willing to work. So for me, in 2014, I got started and I was able to pay for my product because I was getting Shakeology every month. And I was able to start paying some bills, right? So I paid for Shakeology, mine and my husband's. I was paying my cell phone bill, my car payment, the internet, and the electric bill. So 2014, I was really able to start paying off some of our monthly expenses. And that was really nice, as we were, like I said, on a very tight budget at that time. In 2015, that was my first full year as a Beachbody coach. I cut back my hours for my professional career. I cut back to 3 days and then to 2 days by the end of the year. I initially started this working 4 days a week in the dental office. And then in 2016, I left my professional career. Once I matched my dental hygiene income, I had felt comfortable enough with my husband's blessing and maybe a little bit of a push that said, Danielle, I believe in you, just do it. And I decided to go all in with coaching. In 2000, and by the way, I was 4 months pregnant at that time too. So when my son was born, I got to be home with him full time, and that was amazing. In 2017, I doubled my income that year. I had a newborn, I had no childcare, and I was building a business from home, and I was riding the struggle bus. But we made it happen. And as I tell everybody, when you add more kids into the mix of things, you adjust and you figure it out. And that's what we did that year. 2018, I resigned my husband from teaching. Beachbody became our family's sole income. In 2019, was the first year my husband and I were both home full time. We started hosting annual team trips. So we're going to talk about travel here in just a little bit. I invested in a new car. I was really excited about that. And then in 2020, we started stacking our savings, making some big plans for the future. We're actually putting in a big pool project coming in a couple months now. And we started to pay off larger debts like our home. So we've been able to achieve a lot through this business. It's been an incredible blessing for my family. Okay, so let's talk about travel opportunities. We got into coaching because we loved traveling so much, and it really stunk that our budget was so tight. We felt like we couldn't do it. Like, we felt guilty for wanting to go on a family trip. So one of the cool things was not only were we creating a supplement income, but Beachbody also gives us incentives. They give us these reward trips. We have something called the Success Club trip, which happens every single year. It's typically either a cruise or it is an all-inclusive resort. It's for you and one other person. And if you're actively working your business, you earn trip dollars through the year. And by the end of the year, your trip could be completely paid for, okay? So that's your room, all your food, your alcohol, everything. Of course, you're paying for your flight, but tell you what, to have a free trip like this for you and your partner, or maybe you want to bring your mom, sister, best friend, whoever, is awesome. In 2021, we will be headed off to Punta Cana, the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana. And then I have also started doing leadership retreats. We started doing those back in 2019. We've been on a Caribbean cruise. We went to Arizona just this past year. And then in 2021, we're headed off to Destin. This is our beautiful, gorgeous house that I have rented for about 25 coaches on the team. And then I will soon be announcing a 2022 leadership too, okay? So every single coach has the opportunity to earn that retreat. It's smaller, more exclusive, and it really gives you a great opportunity to get to know the other members of the team, okay? All right, so my slides are being kind of funny. Let me stop this. I noticed that earlier. Hey guys, I can see everybody now. Let me see if I can reset my slides. It was being super funky to me earlier. All right, let me reload. I talk about this every time I'm on a webinar, but I live out in the country, and Wi-Fi it gets to be really interesting. So let me see if I can get that to reload. It helps me if I have a picture and a talking point. I don't think it's gonna reload. Bear with me, guys. They slowly start to pop up as the Wi-Fi starts to come on. I'm actually gonna go out of this and then back in. I'll see if that helps. Okay, I think that might have done the trick. Maybe. All right, that's okay. Let me start sharing my screen again. I don't know if it's gonna reload, but that's okay. Actually, I think it just popped up. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so the last couple things that I want to talk about before we wrap up here is training. I think that this is crucial. So this is something our team really thrives on, is how we are able to train you to get started and how we support you. So we have a self-paced training website where you will go for your new coach training. There are additional trainings on it, like Instagram training and product training. We also have team building training, but you can go as fast or slow as you want, okay? And this is something you can access from your phone or your computer at any point in time. Like I said, it's a self-paced training website that you log on to. We also have a team page where we have updates on what's new, sharing our best practices, resources shared to help you grow your business, talking points to help you with conversations, and then graphics that you're able to share on any kind of new programs or products, packages that we have, and more. This is also a place that we also cheer each other on, right? We recognize each other, we celebrate each other's wins, and it's also an area that we can go and ask questions if we're struggling with something, okay? Maybe a customer question that we don't really know exactly what to say. You can pop on the team page and say, hey guys, what would you say to this? So basically it's our home base for our coaching team. We have additional training groups which we hold on Facebook. I actually host a team building training group once a month on Facebook. Anything else, that wasn't too long ago, we actually did an Instagram stories training over on Facebook. So just additional trainings that I like to host over there when I find that the team needs to learn a little bit more on something else. And then also team calls. I'm often doing team calls, which are a lot like very similar like this with slides where I'm training and teaching something business specific to help you. And then we do power hour work sessions where we teach you how to expand your market, how to invite, how to connect, and how to add value to people. So I take an hour of time and tell you how to be the most productive and do the most income producing activities within that short amount of time. And I walk you through that and we work together. So it's a sense of accountability, but it's also a sense of guidance on knowing, okay, all right, I have an hour. Instead of scrolling social media, I'm going to give you specific things that you can do that will grow and build your business. And then, of course, we have our one-on-one mentorship between your sponsor and your upline. So, therefore, if any of the coaches on the team have invited you and they would be considered your sponsor, I would be considered your upline. So, oftentimes, we work together in supporting their new coach. And then, really, we work together as a team in general, which is what makes it really nice. We collaborate. We do a lot of our groups together. Oftentimes, we do our training groups together, and we really try to help each other. Okay, so just to kind of end, guys, how to get started. So if you're like, okay, this is all awesome, Danielle, I want to be a coach. Like, how do I get started? What am I supposed to do? Well, first of all, you want to reach out to your sponsor. Okay, so who your sponsor would be is whoever invited you to this call. All right, once you sign up with them, they are called your sponsor. They are your mentor, and they're going to make the suggestions of the best way for you to sign up. But I'm going to go over just really briefly how most people get signed up, and that is with a challenge or completion pack. Why? It gives you everything that you need, right? It gives you the 12 months of Beachbody on Demand. It gives you 2B Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix, both of our nutritional programs, and it gives you the supplements. So I encourage the deluxe pack because you get Shakeology, Recover, and Energize. All right. But we do have base bundles where you can get just Shakeology, our nutritional powder, or you can get our performance line with just Recover and Energize. Okay. Just depends what works best for you and your budget. But deluxe, I think, is the way to go. Okay, so not only do you get everything that you need, but it also waives your $40 coach sign-up fee. Okay, so you don't have to pay that. I don't sign up anybody with paying the $40 sign-up fee. I think it's just crazy. I think that it's best to get a challenge or completion pack. Okay, that is the best way to get yourself signed up. There is a monthly fee. The only thing that you are required to pay in order to be a coach and earn a compensation, okay, and build a business is your $16 a month coach fee, right? Now, most people are continually getting the supplements. You are rewarded when you have our supplements each month. You are rewarded by Beachbody with getting additional customers from them. When somebody signs up with a coach and they don't have someone, they're given to you if you meet certain requirements. So a lot of the coaches, of course, are also products of our products. We use them, we believe them, they help us. But there is no requirement for that. Your only requirement is your $16 fee a month. If you're in Canada, it is $20, okay? If you are military or your spouse or partner is military or veteran, then there is no sign-up fee and there is no monthly fee. The only thing that you have to do in order to keep your military coach discount is have 50 PV worth of product every 3 months. Essentially, that's about $50 worth of product every 3 months, and you will continue to get your military discount. Now, on top of that, you also get 25% off all our products. Our challenge and completion packs are already heavily discounted. I mean, heavily discounted. They're like 60% off. It's crazy. So they don't discount those any further. But anything else that you get, if you got Shakeology the following month, or you wanted to add on beach bars or add on a 3-day refresh detox, you would get 25% off on that. Okay, so this is the ultimate and the best way to get signed up. All right, guys, I'm going to stop sharing. I am going to stop my recording.